Today we're going to go over the accessories available for the Bugaboo Butterfly 2, for anybody looking to get a bit more out of the model than what it comes with stock. As we go, we'll give our opinions on the use value of each item, whether we feel they're worth their price, and in one case, point out an accessory that in our experience, it's often best to avoid. And starting off with all the mechanical attachable doodads, first up is the bumper bar, which clocks in at $55, has a 360-degree swivel, a faux leather cover, and doesn't interfere with folding. Bumper bars are, of course, not entirely necessary, since you have the harness, though some feel they add an extra level of protection, and they do provide something for your kid to grip and engage with their hands. Next up are the cup holder and the smartphone holder, which are not necessary in my opinion, and arguably overpriced at $50 each, but where, if you want one of these anyway, it's best to go with the brand version so that they attach properly. Just note that the more items like this you attach to the stroller, the more things there are that can fall off or get in the way when folding. And the same goes for the Parasol Plus at $70, where, in addition to complicating folding, I also frankly prefer a third-party sunshade to avoid needing to continuously reorient the parasol when on the go. And last up for the smaller convenience items is the snack tray, which also costs $70 and is similarly best to buy on brand if you want one for proper attachment. As with these other items, whether you should get the snack tray is very situational, with some parents refusing to even consider strollers that don't have one available, while others don't find it necessary at all. In addition to these smaller items are two accessories that bear a bit more scrutiny. First being the Bugaboo wheeled board, sold for $190, which I generally recommend not buying unless your use will be very occasional and only over entirely smooth ground, since, in my experience, wheeled boards greatly accelerate wear to the joints and locking mechanisms of a stroller chassis. Secondly, there are the car seat adapters, priced at $70, which conversely can often be essential, in particular because in some regions, such as North America, the Butterfly doesn't have any newborn setup beyond these adapters. They're of the basic Maxi-Cosi Nuna Cybex type, and as with the bumper bar, the model can be folded with these adapters attached so you don't have to remove them every time you're in and out of the car. Also for the newborn period, Bugaboo recently released a baby nest, which can be attached atop the Butterfly's seat when reclined, providing a more protective environment for infants, making it possible to carry a sleeping baby inside after a stroll without waking them up, and which also flattens out into a playmat. The downsides of the nest as I see it are that it doesn't fold down with the stroller, and that at $200 it's arguably a bit of a splurge since it's only usable with the international version of the Butterfly that already has a newborn acceptable recline. Moving on to the soft goods, first up there's the dual comfort seat liner with mesh on one side and a softer textile on the other so you can flip it around for temperature regulation. It's slightly better padded than the liner that comes stock with the model, but otherwise feels quite similar in my opinion, making the $95 price tag a little hard to justify. In addition, Bugaboo also sells a variety of Footmuffs, basically sleeping bags with slits for the harness, with a basic Footmuff for $180 with water-repellent fabrics and fleece lining, a performance winter version for $240 with a removable down-filled layer, and a new Thermalite version for $250. All of these are quite nice in my opinion, and not too overpriced for the quality, though there are third-party options available as well if you're looking to get something cheaper. The Butterfly can technically be folded with these Footmuffs attached, though the added thickness does make the chassis harder to press together. Bugaboo also sells a transport bag for $70 that can be a nice way to keep your stroller from getting scraped or dirty when negotiating overhead bins, though isn't protective enough for checked luggage, and they also have a changing clutch for $50 and a mosquito net for $35, which are both fine, though also pretty generic items that can be bought cheaper third-party. One item that is worth getting the brand version of though is the rain cover at $60, simply because it will fit the model more correctly than generic options. In any case, that's our take on the accessories available for the Butterfly 2. We hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as a sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description. Thank you.